Hey y'all, I'm back with another video for y'all. All my life, I have been one of those people that has been a people pleaser who was all about making sure that everybody around me was happy and content, right? I didn't see the damage that I was doing to myself. Um, I mean, I was naive, I guess. I guess that's what you could say, right? Um, I would bend over backwards for people. I would be head over heels to make sure that everybody around me was comfortable, and I would it even got to the point where when I got older and started getting my own house, I would let people in and out of my house around my kids and know my kids never got harmed or never got touched inappropriately or anything like that. But I thought everybody was for me, right? Um, I thought I had everything figured out. But you get older and you learn, right? The older I got, the more wiser I became. When I started to step back and look at my life and notice that my life wasn't what I wanted it to be, right? And I wasn't quite where I wanted to be at, but I seen everybody around me that I was helping prosper. I was watching everybody around me come up, and yet I was still stuck in the same spot. I couldn't understand why I was still stuck in the same spot, but I understood it. Being a people pleaser was one of my biggest things. In the Bible, it talks about us being people pleasers. It says, stop being a people pleaser. First off, I understood that concept of don't look out for those who don't look out for you. That was my concept that I took from that verse that it says in the Bible. Um, no, I wasn't heavy on reading my Bible then. I wasn't heavy on getting to know the Lord. I mean, I knew who He was. I never lost sight of who He was. I was raised in the church house now. Just giving y'all a snippet of where I've been and where I'm coming from. Because I'm trying to come to the place where I'm not trying, but I'm getting to a place now where I'm trying to be more transparent with my life because my life is no story. I mean, it's no secret, right? It's a story. I have a test. Every test I've been through is definitely waiting for my testimony. That's a story for another day. Um, I learned that they was prospering and they was moving the people that was around me, right? That I was people pleasing and helping. They was prospering and they was steady coming up because I was allowing myself to give them everything I had. I was pouring into people who wouldn't even pour into me even if I asked them to, right? I allowed myself to be used and drained up and stopped and halted when I didn't put myself first. I allowed myself to be put last. I stayed in relationships longer than I should have. I stayed in friendships longer than I should have. I stayed in family ships longer than I should have, right? Um, um, I stayed places that I shouldn't have never even planted my feet. Thinking about it all, right? It didn't do nothing but hurt me more. It put me deep into depression. It made me have a deep regret for life. It made me feel like I wanted to give up. It made me feel like I wanted to stop going and stop trying because here I am, this girl who can do everything for everybody else. And dang, where's my support? And where's the people who say they'll show up for me? And where's the love that I give back? I didn't have it. I had very minimum. Was I mad at those that didn't show up? I was hurt. I was mad. But now I understand why they didn't show up. God didn't allow them to show up because God needed me to go through the hurt and the pain that I went through so it could teach me a lesson about being a people's pleaser. Today, my God, I am about my Father's business. So if I go to my Father now and ask Him, are you allowed to be in my space? And He says no, sorry, you got to go. You can't be where God haven't given you access to. That's for somebody. You can't allow people in your circle what God haven't allowed them to have access to. God only gives those that are assigned to your life access to you. But when you go outside of the will of God and allow people to have access in your life when He didn't give them that authority, then your life becomes a mess. Then you're depending on God to fix it. Makes sense now. So don't be like me. Don't be a people's pleaser. Please our Father. Be about our Father's business. Yes, look out for those that He allow you to look out for. Help those that He assigned you to help. Don't jump ahead of what He's trying to do. Let what He tell you to do be done. He said, "My children should know my voice." Meaning, if you heed to what He's telling you, then you know it's Him telling you. You're not crazy. You ain't losing your mind. And you ain't talking to yourself, right? So heed to His voice. Listen. Sit. Meditate. Fast. Whatever it requires to get closer to Him. Cut off whoever you got to cut off. Lose whoever you got to lose. Lose whatever you got to lose. Cut off the habits that would afflict you in His relationships. Listen, I was stripped from a lot. When I say stripped, I mean I smoked weed, I drank, I popped pills. I did. That was my life. But when God tell you to stop and you don't, He definitely will strip it from you. He definitely will take it from you. But the last time that I did anything, the last thing that I did anything, I remember Him telling me that if I didn't stop, it'd kill me. That scared me. I heard it so loud and clear in my man. When I say I heard it so loud and clear in my ear, it was like as if He was screaming it to me. I had to stop. It was either the drug or my life. I have 4 beautiful kids that I wake up to every day, and a beautiful granddaughter. I love them, which is God's kids, but He gave them to me. And that's Him being the person that held me as a trusted person to take care of His kids. I'm going to do my due diligence to make sure that they're all right. So I'm going to stop whatever I got to stop. I'm going to listen and hearken to His voice. I'm going to pray. I'm going to fast. And I'm going to do what's necessary to make sure that I'm obedient to Him. Don't be a people's pleaser. Stop whatever it is He's telling you to stop. Follow His will for your life. Ask Him, Lord, what is it that you have planned for my life? Don't go off for your plan. Your plan ain't gonna never work. It's gonna fail every time. I'm telling you this. Be obedient, man. It takes little to be obedient. It requires a lot to be disobedient. Catch it. But until next time, y'all, the next chapter of my life, I'm on to the next journey. I'll holler at y'all the next time. Peace.